Bridge course, Standard 10th, Science.
काय विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आलं ना तोंडाला पाणी? ओळखा पाहू हे कुठले पदार्थ आहेत ते? डोसा, इडली, मेंदूवडा, इडली चटणी, हे सगळे पदार्थ फर्मेंटेड फूडमध्ये येतात. फर्मेंटेड फूड म्हणजे काय हेच आपल्याला या पाठामध्ये पाहायचं आहे. हे सगळे प्रोसेस्ड फूड आहेत. यांच्यामध्ये मायक्रोब्सचा खूप मोठा वाटा आहे. हे सगळे फूड आपण सगळे आवडीने पाहतोय आणि खातोय, बरोबर की नाही? इट इज पिकल, लोणचं. हे आहेत काही लोणच्याचे प्रकार. डू यू नो हाऊ वी गेट दिस यम्मी फर्मेंटेड फूड? लेट अस सी. We get fermented food with help of microbes. Microorganisms are minute organisms that are invisible to our naked eyes. They are all around us. They are so small that they can only be seen under microscope. यांना फक्त मायक्रोस्कोपच्या खाली आपल्याला दिसतात हे. These include a huge range of organisms such as bacteria, virus, algae, fungi, protozoa, and so on. These microbes can be beneficial as well as harmful in many ways. See which are useful microbe to us. Lactobacilli. Lacto means milk and bacilli means rod. It means, which means that they have rod shape. Let us see them under microscope. This is microscope and you are supposed to carefully observe it under microscope. Can you see the rod shape? This rod shape indicate the lactobacilli bacteria, which is good for our health. And lactobacilli are anaerobic bacteria. It means they can produce energy without oxygen. यांना ऑक्सिजनची गरज नाही आहे. मग एक प्रश्न येतो, हाऊ इज योगर्ट मेड फ्रॉम मिल्क? Lactobacilli convert lactose, the sugar in milk, into lactic acid. This process is called fermentation. ही फर्मेंटेशन प्रोसेस तुम्ही आईला पण विचारू शकता तुमच्या घरी. आई दूध घेते आणि दुधामध्ये थोडंसं विरजण घालते. विरजण म्हणजे दह्याचं 1 चमचाभर दही, आणि ते दुधामध्ये, कोमट दुधामध्ये ठेवल्यानंतर ते दूध जे आहे ते झाकून ठेवायचे व्यवस्थित, आणि साधारणतः 4 ते 5 तासानंतर तुम्हाला खूप छान दही मिळतं खायला. हे जे दही आहे हे तुमच्या डायजेस्टिव्ह सिस्टमला खूप चांगलं कोपअप करतं. इट इज गुड फॉर अवर डायजेशन. अँड दॅट्स वाय वी स्टडी these microbe, bacteria or lactobacilli as useful microbe, right? Which more acid we consume? काय हसू आलं माझ्या प्रश्नांचं? हे जे चित्र दिसतंय ना तुम्हाला, हे टॅमरिडचं आहे. टॅमरिड म्हणजे चिंच, आणि वी गेट टार्टारिक ॲसिड फ्रॉम टॅमरिड, सायट्रिक ॲसिड फ्रॉम लेमन, which is again good for our health. You can call it buttermilk. If you add sugar to it, you can even call it lassi. Yeah, it is liked by you all, right? What is meant by probiotic yogurt and other foodstuff that are popular nowadays? टी व्हीमध्ये जाहिरात जर तुम्ही पाहत असाल तर शिल्पा शेट्टीची एक जाहिरात येते याकूट या प्रोडक्टची. इट इज नथिंग एल्स बट इट इज प्रोबायोटिक बॅक्टेरिया विच आर इवन गुड फॉर अवर इंटेस्टाईन. त्या जाहिरातीमध्ये ती स्पष्टपणे सांगते, पण तुम्ही जर व्यवस्थित ऐकलं असेल तर यू कॅन गेट द युजफुल मायक्रोब्स लाईक लॅक्टोबॅसिलाई आर ॲडेड टू these eatables. Such eatables are healthy because they kill the harmful bacteria like Clostridium in the alimentary canal and help to improve our immunity. Rhizobium, it is also called as symbiotic bacteria. Why it is said so? Symbiotic bacteria means where two or more species live sound life together in a peaceful manner. Rhizobium produce nitrogenous compound from atmospheric nitrogen. For this process, nitrogen fixation, they need leguminous plants like beans, sweet pea, soybean, etc. as host. Beans and pulses are rich in proteins due to nitrogenous compound made available by Rhizobium bacteria. हे समजलं का तुम्हाला? यासाठीच आपण जे डाळी खातो त्या डाळींमधून आपल्याला भरपूर प्रोटीन्स मिळतात. Here are some legumes: soybean, peanut, fresh pea, fresh beans, dry beans, dry pea, chickpea and lentils. Students, do you know, after harvesting the leguminous plants, the leftover roots and other plant parts are deliberately dumped in the farm soil to maintain the bacterial population. The use of Rhizobium has helped to reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and thereby their adverse effect. It has also helped to reduce expense on fertilizer and thus work to the benefit of farmer. या पॅराग्राफमधून काय समजलं तुम्हाला की ज्या वेळेस हे लिग्युमिनस प्लांट शेतकरी त्यांच्या शेतामध्ये लावतात आणि त्याचे जे काही बीन्स आहेत ते काढून घेतल्यानंतर हे झाडाचे जे काही वेगवेगळे पार्ट्स आहेत, जसं या झाडाचे रूट्स विथ नोड्यूल्स, लीव्स, स्टेम, हे सगळे पार्ट्स तसेच तिथे नांगरले जातात आणि तिथे जमिनीमध्ये गाडले जातात. यामुळे काय होतं, त्या जमिनीची फर्टिलिटी वाढते आणि बाहेरून त्यांना एक्स्ट्रा केमिकल फर्टिलायझर वापरण्याची गरज पडत नाही. त्यांची जमीन जी आहे ती सुपीक होऊन जाते. Our next topic, yeast. What do you mean by yeast? Yes. Yeast are eukaryotic single-celled organism classified as member of fungi kingdom. The first yeast originated hundreds of millions of years ago, and at least 1,500 species are currently recognized. They are estimated to constitute 1% of all described fungal species. And this yeast is a single-celled organism. Here are some images. Can you recall your memory? Can you see any specific term going on here? Yes, it is budding. Let us see something about it. This method of asexual reproduction is called budding. Yeast is a heterotrophic fungal microbe that grows on carbon dioxide or carbon compound.
Yeast grow and multiplies very quickly due to carbon compound in the sugar solution. In the process of obtaining nutrition, yeast cell convert the carbohydrate in that solution into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process is called as fermentation. Very important process. This fermentation you see in various eatable foods such as idlis. You eat idlis, fermentation process take place there. You eat bread, you eat cake and various bakery products, you see fermentation process there. So fermentation process is very important in our day-to-day life. Many a times this fermented food is bad for us. For example, if your mummy makes some food and it is kept over for 1 or 2 nights, you will find some foul smell coming in that food. That foul smell indicate that there is some fermentation process taken over there and the food is now not eatable. म्हणजे ते काही अन्न आहे ते आपण म्हणतो खराब झालेलं आहे, नाचतं अन्न, आणि मग आपण ते अन्न खात नाही. हाऊ इज ब्रेड मेड? व्हेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. As bread dough is mixed and kneaded, millions of air bubbles are trapped and dispersed throughout the dough. Meanwhile, the yeast is in the dough metabolize the starch and the sugar in the flour, turning them into alcohol and carbon dioxide gas. This gas inflates the network of air bubbles, causing the bread to raise. यामध्ये किती स्पष्टपणे सांगितलेलं आहे बघा की ज्या वेळेस आपण ईस्ट ॲड करतो आणि केकसाठी बॅटर तयार करतो किंवा ब्रेडसाठी आपण पिठाचा गोळा तयार करतो, त्यामध्ये ज्यावेळेस आपण ईस्ट, तर हे ईस्ट त्यावेळेस त्या डोमध्ये काय काय चेंज करतो हे आपण या पॅरेग्राफमध्ये आत्ता पाहिलं आहे. वाय आर वायनरीज लोकेटेड नियर नाशिक इन महाराष्ट्र? The most common yeast generally associated with winemaking is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is also used in bread making and brewing. After genera of yeast that can be involved in winemaking is either beneficially or as the cause of potential wine fault. Today we are going to deal with harmful microorganism. In that, have you ever heard about community having food together and suppose 150 people coming together and having their food together, such as marriages, birthday parties, and so many functions. So in all these functions, many people come together and have their food together, right? And we oftenly see in news that there was a community feast and there was a food poisoning and so many people were affected and they are hospitalized and so on. So all these we all listen, but there is a reason behind this food poisoning, and very important reason is these microbes. Clostridium. This Clostridium, again it is a harmful microbe. This work of this Clostridium is only to multiply and again multiply, remultiply in food, whatever food we eat. They get easily multiplied and as a result they release some chemical substances from their bodies in the food, and finally the food is converted into poison. And if we humans or any animal eat this food, may have to suffer a lot. Even this toxic substance may kill people, right? So these harmful microbes such as Clostridium, there are near about 100 species, and from these 100 species some are free living in soil. मातीमध्ये इझिली फ्रीली सर्वाइव्ह करतात हे मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम. अँड सम सर्वाइव्ह इन एलिमेंटरी केनाल. एलिमेंटरी केनाल ऑफ whom? ऑफ मॅन or humans or animals. मग ॲनिमलच्या एलिमेंटरी कॅनालमध्ये किंवा ह्युमनच्या एलिमेंटरी कॅनालमध्ये हे मायक्रोब्स त्यांची कॉलनीज जी आहेत ती मल्टिप्लाय अँड दे सेटल देअर. ओके. And as a result, the person or the human being, whoever is having these infection in their body, will definitely have to be very cautious, because it may even kill the person, because we all know that they are very dangerous. Now next topic, that is other harmful microbes. We all have already studied about useful microbes. Now harmful microbes we are studying, and in these harmful microbes now we are going to study which are the other harmful microbes. Just now we studied about this bacteria, okay, and now it is Clostridium, and there are some other microbes such as bacteria, viruses, protozoa and fungi. All these are minute microbes which affect us very badly, right students? Virus, if I will speak this subject or this word loudly, you all will start imagining something has entered your mobile, Android mobile, or something has entered your computer, or something has entered in your laptop and it is hanged, right? But now we are studying the virus, which is harmful microbe for us, and it is very important to learn these viruses, because the pandemic which we are facing today, that is corona, we all know that, right? And this corona, it is affecting us all very badly, and not only us, it is affecting our society. And now thank God that people are aware of it, that not to get worried about this virus. There are certain precautions which if we take, we can easily fight this virus and keep this virus away from our body. Always keep it in mind, this virus only survive in living cells. In dead surface it will never survive for a long duration, right? So keep your surrounding clean. And these viruses always never move. They never move until and unless you go to that virus and take that virus in your body, right? Question 1. How are microbes related to our everyday life? हे मायक्रोब्स आपल्या डे टू डे लाईफमध्ये कुठे रिलेट होतात ते तुम्हाला लिहायचं आहे. आयडेंटिफाय bacteria in the given diagram and write 2 uses of it. ही डायग्राम जर तुम्ही पाहिले ना तर ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईटमध्ये तुम्हाला या व्हिडिओमध्ये दिसणार आहे. हा बडिंग दिसतं याच्यामध्ये. आता शोधा बडिंग मी कुठं बोललेली आहे, आणि यू आर सपोज टू राईट डाऊन 2 uses of it. Question 3. Write the names of 4 items which can be obtained with the help of useful microorganism at your home. म्हणजे या मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझमच्या मदतीने आपण आपल्या घरी कुठकुठल्या गोष्टी बनवतो त्याची तुम्हाला यादी, नावं लिहायची 4 गोष्टींचे. सो आन्सर्स आर वॉट एवर यू ईट, इडली, ढोकळा, केक, ब्रेड, पिकल, All these are fermented food which we get from microorganism. Which microorganism? Useful microorganism. Question 4. Write the names of microbe found in the following food material. First one, curd. Second, bread. Third, nodules of the root. Fourth one, idli. And fifth one, dosa. So you just have to read, try to listen this video carefully. You will get all these answers in this video itself. Question 5. When you buy food, if you see following information written on the wrapper, will you buy it and why? म्हणजे तुम्ही हे घेणार का आणि का नाही घेणार? घेणार तर का घेणार आणि नाही घेणार तर का नाही घेणार? Look carefully. The tag which is sticked on the upper surface is double tag. So you can see very lightly packed date which is previously 14th October 2017 clearly visible. आणि जी वरती टॅग लावलेला आहे त्याच्यावर आपल्याला तारीख दिसते 13 ऑगस्ट 2018. म्हणजे हे जुनं पॅकेट आहे जे ते लोक नवीन टॅग लावून सेल करणार आहेत. सो ऑलवेज कीप इट इन माइंड. याची एक्सपायरी डेट काय आहे? 2018. आता आपलं काय चाललं आहे? 2021. सो इतक्या जुन्या गोष्टी आपण खायच्या तर कधीच घेत नाही आणि खाण्यापिण्याच्या जेवढ्या वस्तू आहेत त्या सगळ्यांची आपण एक्सपायरी पाहूनच वस्तू विकत घेत असतो. त्यामुळे आपण शक्यतो हे जे फूड प्रोडक्ट आहे हे आपण घेणार नाही. कारण हे जर इतकं जुनं असेल तर डेफिनेटली त्याच्यावर हार्मफुल मायक्रोब्सने अटॅक केलेलं असेल आणि जे आपण कन्झ्युम केलं तर it may work as poison for us and definitely the person who will consume it may die. Question 6. Give reason. Foam accumulate on the surface of dal kept for long time in summer. उन्हाळ्यामध्ये डाळ जर जास्त वेळ ठेवली तर त्या डाळीच्या वर फेस आलेला दिसतो, बबल्स आलेले दिसतात. तर हे का होतं हे तुम्हाला शोधून लिहायचं आहे. सो यू कॅन डायरेक्टली से दॅट ॲज द देर इज समर सीझन अँड टेम्परेचर इज एक्स्ट्रीमली हॉट, द dal which is kept for longer time is spoiled and harmful microbes have attacked on it. So we can't eat this dal, it is spoiled.